Hi, this is Mark the Meerkat with Grok Trade with the two trades of the day, both of them on EQ. That's right, here it was this morning just after opening, and it was running up, running up, running up, and now forming what we call a bull pennant, which is a symmetrical triangle here at the end of an up leg. Now this might not look like much, but from the low up here to the high, that was a 20% run up here. Yes, pretty incredible there. And so it was on our watch list, and so we started to watch it here. And again, I'm going to set a trade, let the market come to me. Let's see what happened next here. Now this is going to happen pretty quickly. And boom, there we are. And I am now in here at $15.10 was my entry, 15.10, and it immediately rocketed right up here. And it was up here near the $16 area. So I went ahead and I set up an order to take out half, because it was getting way overextended, and it did go all the way up and tag the 16 even dollar amount. And so I went ahead and I took out half right up here at $15.92 for 4.7% in just the first minute here. So I pulled my stop up here at the 15.64 range, and was it likely to snap back? Could have been. Sure enough, it snapped back here and stopped me out at 15.62 was my fill for 2.7%. And then, so let's take a look at this whole trade here. It went up here, it was in a bull flag, it broke out. As soon as it was explosive and it tagged the 16 even dollar, I went ahead and I took out half, and then it pulled up a stop, and it's just snapped all the way back and got me out there for a total trade of 3.7% in just 2 minutes. But then it was pulling back here, and I went ahead and I set up another trade here, because look at the volume here as it started to go back up again. And and then it pulled back a second time. Now this is now a bull pullback here, so I set a trade. If it started to break out again, I was going to get long, and sure enough, boom, there it goes. Look at that breakout there, and I did get here long in at $15.84. I'm long here again on EQ. So again, it immediately broke out up here big time, and again, this does not look like much, but it was a 3% breakout right away, and it's getting up here near its, at the time of the day, it was its all-time high for the day. And so I brought my stop up here to 15.98, just under that 16 even dollar amount, trying to lock in some profit here. 16.98 was my stop, and let's see what happened after that. And look at this candle. Look at this candle. It went up here, and then it's proceeded to fall, but it fell all the way down here in less than a minute here. It went down almost 8%, to 7.4% drop, 7.4% drop. And even though my stop was up here at 15.98, it stopped me out at 15.73 for minus 0.7% in 90 seconds on that one. Well, okay, so that's one volatile trade. So I said, I'm not going to trade this one anymore. And then what happened after that, it's kind of interesting here, is it did another little pullback here. Again, after a 7% swing back there. And look at this sucker go. Look at that. And it went all the way up here to $19. That run alone, that was a 14% run there in just a few minutes. And look at the increasing volume as it went. Another pullback, and then it just kept on going here up to $19, and it just kept on going from there, and then it started to pull back after that. Oh well, so those are the two trades that I had on it. Now, how did we do in the Grok day trading chat room today? Well, this was again just 2 out of 15 trades that we had today. Man, we were busy today, but it was very choppy for us, very choppy. Now here, trade number 8 was that first EQ trade for that 3.7%, and it was my only trade of the whole entire day that was over 1%. A lot of them, and look at 0.3, 0.3, 0.8, 0.9, 0.6, 0.5, but then on my expense trades, I was able to cut my losers short here, 0.7, 0.4, 0.4, 0.6, 0.5, 0.5. So overall, we had we were at 60% success rate for the day, and our actual reward risk ratio of 1.8 to 1. We end up with 5%. We hit our target of 5% net on our at risk, and that's pretty terrific. Now, for those of you who have heard me before, that's not 5% portfolio return. That would be of how much you're risking per trade. We do the same dollar amount per trade. So our model portfolio says if you invest 10,000 per trade and you have a 1% stop, well, that would be you're risking $100 per trade, but for every 1% you make, that's $100. So we made about $500 in the first 2 hours of the market this morning, and actually this was our lowest day in a week here. If you take a look here for the week here, we had 10% on Monday, 19% there on Tuesday. We had 5% today. We're at 35% for the weekend. We still have 2 more days to trade here, so we're up about $3,500 if you're trading the model portfolio size. And again, our target for the week is only 25%, or 5 times 25%. Our stretch goal is 50%, so we have a chance to get to our 50% target, which we did exceed last week. So things are going well in the day trading chat room. Hey, if you'd like to join us, go to groktrade.com, groktrade.com, and you go right up here to chat room, and you can read about joining our chat room right there. You can look at my last year's review. I'm probably going to replace that here with, I just had a half-year review here for 2020. You can see what kind of results we get. Again, we trade from 9 to about noon. That's Eastern time, so if you can be in front of the markets in the morning. We have people from 6 different time zones from all over the world that are trading with us from different time zones. Some it's at nighttime, sometimes it's in the afternoon, some it's very early in the morning. So it all depends on where you live. Again, we have a 7-day free trial. Try us out for 7 days and then 5 trading days. Hey, if it works for you, stay with us. If not, hey, full refund, no questions asked there. Okay? So again, you can read all about it down here and all sorts of stuff to read. Now, if you would like to learn to trade the Grok trade way, not just day trade, but to trade at any time interval, swing trading or longer term holding, we do have a mentoring program coming up this weekend. You can go up here to Mentor, Trading Mentor at groktrade.com, and you can read about our mentoring program, which starts out with 3 days of concentrated training, which is this weekend here, the 18th, 19th, and 20th of July, and 3 days. But then what the difference is, we give you a lot of knowledge, but then we are going to be your mentors from this point forward to help you apply that with wisdom. That's the application of that knowledge that will make a difference here at Grok Trade. So I will actually be leading those programs this weekend. Again, you can read all about it here. If you're at all interested, just fill out this thing called a discovery call. Not a sales call, it's a discovery call. We'll talk all about your trading here and with you, and see if our mentoring program may be of benefit to you to improve you on your trading. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember this, that it is better to not be in a trade wishing you were in than being in a trade wishing you were out. Trade well, and may your winners run.